Are you serious? Are you serious? Russian warships and naval assets sailing through the Bosphorus Strait has now Turkey frightened. They've been watching boats on the Bosphorus Strait for 2 decades, but until recently, it had been years since a Russian warship had ever been through there. Common in the Cold War era, and again during the Balkans conflict, they had become a rare sight on the mighty waterway that transects the ancient city of Istanbul and separates Europe from Asia. Now, barely a day goes by when the academic and amateur ship spotters fail to catch a glimpse of a Russian missile cruiser landing a ship or a submarine. They goad Turkey by sailing through the heart of its biggest city to supply the conflict in Syria. It's like rubbing salt on an open wound, says the Turks. Turkey and Russia have supported opposing sides in the Syrian conflict since the uprising began in the Arab Spring under President Bashar al-Assad of Syria. And since this past November, Turkey shot down a Russian Su-24 jet. The relationship has teetered on the brink of an all-out war between the powers. But thanks to a 1930s treaty, in peacetime, foreign states enjoy the freedom to send military and commercial ships from the Black Sea down the Mediterranean. So, folks, it's getting very intense there in the Bosphorus Straits. Russia and Turkey are building up for something big. And it's making everybody nervous. But that's not the only problems we see. The United States is sending B-52 bombers. It is their plan and to fly them into the same areas. Now, what the United States is going to do, they're going to fly these in there and start bombing ISIS in Syria. So not only is Russia sending in warships, and Turkey is allowing thousands, I'm talking about 150 to 200,000 troops gather on their borders. But also the United States, who's been doing a bombing campaign for about 18 months, is also now going to send in B-52 bombers to go after ISIS. But the question is, how come everybody's going after ISIS, yet ISIS is still just as powerful, if not more, than ever before? It's really unbelievable. Now, we know that one of ISIS top commandos was killed yesterday, probably by a Russian airstrike, is what the reports we're getting out of the Middle East. But if you take a look at what's going on in the current world situation, we are witnessing it's getting past now. Forget the Arab Spring. There was no such thing as an Arab Spring. This was a manipulation to cause the Middle East to go into madness, to overthrow leaders, and then to allow radical groups to fill the vacuum, whether it be ISIS or Al-Qaeda or Al-Nusra or the Free Syrian Army or many other groups that are in the area. And Hezbollah trying to get more strengthened. Iran now is in Syria along with Russia. Turkey is teaming up with Saudi Arabia. The Israelis fly in every now and then just to make sure that their border is clear for they themselves being shot at. The United States are dropping bombs. The British are dropping bombs. The French are dropping bombs. It's just total chaos. There's all kinds of different rebel groups. And then the Kurds are getting shot at from Turkey. So now what happened? The Kurds shot down a Turkish helicopter that was shooting at them. It's getting ugly, folks. It's getting ugly. We're running out of time. Are you saved? The madness in the Middle East. We're coming closer to the coming of the Lord. All the players in Ezekiel 38 are on the field now. They're all on the field. And you can feel the tensions rising as Christians are being murdered. Just this past Friday, ISIS went in and killed 16 people at a nursing home, 4 of them nuns, shooting them in the head. just cold-blooded murder. It just doesn't stop, folks. That was in Yemen. It just doesn't stop. And that was a nursing home founded by Mother Teresa. It just doesn't stop. The murdering just continues. Pray for all the Christians that are being butchered, beheaded, executed, crucified, raped, the murdering that goes on, the atrocities, the war crimes constantly going on in Iraq and Syria and spreading now into Libya, Yemen, and other parts of the Middle East. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's almost over.